Here's my 9 audience.
Hold on, that's linked.
Okay. Okay, here are my note cards. So today I'm going to be talking about how preschool should be mandatory. So who attended preschool here? Anyone attend preschool?
Me.
I don't know.
Okay.
I did.
Yeah, you're in the special program. Okay, anyways. So I'm currently a preschool aide at a local elementary school, and I see growth from my students every single day. I've seen the difference from a 5-year-old who hasn't gone to preschool that who has gone to preschool, and the difference is crazy. Just my little 3-year-old I have right now can already spell her name, tell how old she is, and then we have a 5th grader that, we have a kindergartner who doesn't even know how to do that yet. So that's absolutely crazy. So preschool is becoming widely known due to the benefits that it has. You have probably seen a kindergartner who can barely separate from their parents on their first day of school, maybe even the last. Just one of the amazing features of preschool is the ending of separation anxiety. Kindergarten may be the first school setting for children, and that can cause a lot of stress for the child. So with preschool, they normally are like really scared to come in, but now they're like, bye mom, dad, like they just go right into it. So that's great to get rid of the separation anxiety. Preschool should be mandatory because it exposes the children to social and emotional skills that are lacking going straight into kindergarten. Today I'll be talking about the brain development of a child, the advantages of a child going to preschool, and the long-term success the child will have due to going to preschool. According to an article, Why Early Childhood Matters, from birth to the age 5, a child's brain develops more than any other time in life. Early brain development has lasting impact on a child's ability to learn and succeed in school and life. By the age of 5, 90% of a child's brain is developed. Before a child even enters kindergarten, their brain is already almost developed. So before they even step foot into a school setting, if they didn't go to preschool, their brain is already developing. So before a child even enters kindergarten, their brain is almost developed. At least 1 million new neural connections are made every second during the early childhood years, which is more than any other in life, according to an article in Brain Development. A child's experience determines which brain connections do develop and which ones don't. Having that early exposure to peers in the school setting help the brain make connections to things. A child's early years is the key to their success. So getting them into school right away is their key to success. According to an article called Investigating in Early Childhood, many studies have been demonstrated that children will access to quality early learning are more prepared for kindergarten. In these studies, they have increased vocabulary, better language, math and social skills, more positive relations with classmates, and they score higher on school readiness exams. Children learn language the best during the time, so when strong language is used with the children, then their future vocabulary is being improved. So in my case, in the preschool setting where I work, a lot of our kids like to babble and say, like, instead of water, they say wah wah. So we focus on changing that and saying, water. If they shake their head saying yes, no, we force them to say yes. So, according to an article in Scholastic, the brain builds upon a repetitive sensory experiences. This means the language portion of their brain is enhanced greatly by interaction with others because the brain can connect with words, the objects, and experiences. Brain development through newborn to 5 years old is very important, and attending preschool will make sure the child develops successfully. Attending preschool gives the child a whole bunch of different advantages. So the first advantage is preschool promotes emotional and social development, which is probably the biggest. When a child goes to preschool, they create the trusting bond with their teachers and peers. So that's the separation anxiety part. So trying to get them away from their parents is like the first 5 weeks in preschool. So already getting that through in preschool will help us in kindergarten. So according to an article in the Child Care of Southwest Florida, when developing a child's social skill, the teachers use teachable moments to show children how to manage frustration and interactions with others. A preschool teacher shows the child the impact of their behaviors, and they learn how to cope with different behaviors and feelings. So if a kid gets mad because, really, Dixie? And if a kid gets mad that they're kicking because the kid's not sharing, we show them what's the right thing to do and be like, no, you need to ask this way for the toy instead of starting to sock the kid in the face, which happens a lot in preschool. So according to Kaitlyn McCartney, PhD at Harvard Graduate School of Education, said, at preschool they become exposed to numbers, letters, and shapes, and more important, they learn how to socialize, get along with children, share, and contribute to circle time. According to an article by Marie Rustick, preschool is an opportunity for them to be in a structured setting with teachers and groups of children who will learn to share, follow instructions, raise their hands when they want to ask a question, take turns, and share the teacher's attention. This type of experience children should have before actually starting school. So getting them into the routine of school, getting off the bus, walking in, eating your breakfast, putting your breakfast away, and toileting is a big thing as well. Preschool also promotes cognitive and language skills. Children between the ages 3 and 5 grow their vocabulary from around 900 words to 2,500 words, and sentences become more challenging. Preschool exposes children to language because we're talking to the child 24/7. In preschool setting, controversial games are strongly encouraged throughout the classroom. Teachers in the classroom are constantly trying to help stretch the language skills by asking thoughtful, provocative questions. So instead of we asking them, why did you do this? We said, why did you do this? And other, like, what made you want to do this? So preschoolers have children engage in hands-on activities that make their minds work and make them want to ask questions. It is said that the child's mind is a sponge during the pre-K learning experience. As you can see, preschool gives the child a lot of advantages over a child who doesn't attend preschool. Multiple studies have shown that preschool education results in better performance in school later. Preschool gives the child tools to help them to succeed later in life. What a child learned in preschool will impact the rest of their lives. Steve Barton research came to a conclusion that children who live in poverty and attend quality research program experience long-lasting primary and secondary positive education. The improvements of the child's early childhood intellectual, social, emotional, and dispositional performances extend throughout the rest of their career. Children who so there's a project that recently got completed. So the project is called the Opportunity Project. So in early learning centers in Midwestern city in the United States were compared with students who didn't attend this program. So students who attended the pre-K program and students who didn't attend the pre-K program. So in the 4th grade, the Opportunity Project group scored significantly higher on the math and reading tests that they take at the end of the year. And the children also had higher attendance rates and also had a fewer discipline referrals. So just the difference right there just shows how much preschool is important. Preschool education for school readiness in Nevada got a funding of 3.3 million servings, 1,353 children, but 1,353 children were qualified here in Nevada for it, but due to the low funding, only 1.6% were estimated to actually attend. So that's like nothing. So I urge you to inform parents with newborn to 5-year-olds how beneficial preschool is for our children. These children are the future of our world and the start of an early exposure to learning and what is needed. So next time someone tells you all they do in preschool is sing songs, play games, remember to remind them that all the different speech and language developments and emotional skills they're getting from those songs and games.
Yay.
Thank you.